Justice, first time back home. Obviously a big game for you. How tough was it not having Marcus out there for a good stretch when they made that run?
Having Mark in the game is a big impact for us, and he has to stay on the floor. But the guys that were in while he was out, we did a pretty good job. But unfortunately, he got in foul trouble early, so that obviously hurt us. But we made progress today. And knowing if Marcus doesn't get in foul trouble, we can really put pressure on teams.
What was your thought process going into this game? Was there a little extra pressure, a little extra stress, a little extra anxiety playing at home?
Nah, I don't really get pressure. I don't really feel pressure like that. But I'm just glad to come back home, playing in front of my family and a couple of fans that followed me throughout high school and college. So, that's always very special, and I appreciate that much. But I just wanted to come in here and get a win. Unfortunately, we didn't, but we're really growing, and I feel like we're getting better every game.
How does the offense change when Marcus isn't in there?
It takes pressure off of. It puts a lot of pressure on our guards, especially because we don't have that inside impact. But when he gets in there, it's hard to guard us, especially when we're big out there. But it really hurts in the first half when they go on that little run. We're up by, I think, 11 or 13 or something like that.
You guys are making strides a couple of times. How much better do you feel about this game than you did against UCLA at home?
UCLA, we were down, I think, the whole game. We were never in it. So this game, we showed a lot of progress. I'm really proud of my guys. Defensively, we were playing a lot more collectively, and our offense was clicking because of that. And but we couldn't pull out in the end. But we're gonna get back into the film room and figure it out.
Getting off to a better start seemed in part that you guys did a good job on Thomas Welsh tonight. Can you maybe talk about the game plan to stop him?
Personnel was a big focus today, and the first 10 minutes I think we did a really good job. We started to break down throughout the rest of the game, of course, but personnel was a big key, especially with Welsh being in there and being a pick and pop guy, and then spreading the floor as shooters. So it's tough, but I think we did a pretty good job. Just came up a little short.
Hey, young guys sometimes have a hard time backing up doing two good nights like this. What do you got to do between now and Sunday to have another performance like this against the Trojans?
Just composure. Just play every game like it's my last. Come with the same mentality and just try to get my teammates involved and come out with a win.
What changed them when they went on that run in the first half? You guys were kind of in control at that point.
I feel like we just let them get into a flow too much. They were getting a lot of fast break opportunities and making their free throws, and that really hurt us. Second half we came out a little stronger, but at the end of the game we broke down again, and it just hurt us.
When Welsh went down, did you guys think, oh, okay, this is our opportunity? Did you think you were going to take a little momentum out of that?
With Welsh out, of course it's a big opportunity for us to go at them. They lose some size in there, some shooting abilities. But the game plan was still the same, and we're still trying to capitalize. And he came back in the second half and did change the game a little bit. But I feel like we just kind of let ourselves beat ourselves a little bit today.
Darius had kind of a tough night tonight. Is that just one of those nights, or did you see them doing something unique against him to cause that?
It's packed place. They're gonna watch film and see how they can shut us down a little bit from every player. And I feel like tonight they had him a little bit on pressure. But I have no doubt in my mind that D will come back Sunday afternoon against Trojans.
Your guys' spirit and attitude seemed terrific tonight. It's kind of testament to where you guys are. It's been a tough season. How do you guys feeling right now?
No, we just got to keep pushing. We got to keep looking for progress and keep trying to get better every game. And with that, we'll see where we end up at the end. But right now, we're just taking it one game at a time.
Thanks, Justice. Terrific game.
For this crowd was enormous. Well, the replay was bad. It looked like we were trying to here to try to get things going.
Compared to the last game against UCLA, they look a little bit different. Like you had a little more energy from the outside for you guys.
Yeah, it's a lot more focus on the defense. I challenged our guys to do a great job of defending the three, and I felt like that was the difference in the game. I felt like between this game and last game, we didn't allow them to really shoot the ball well, and so I was happy with that. Again, we had 19 offensive rebounds, but I feel like we got to do a better job of capitalizing. You get that many offensive rebounds, you got to convert them, so we got to do a better job from that standpoint.
How big was Aaron Holiday once Welsh went down? Looked like Aaron Holiday really kind of picked up.
Aaron Holiday's always good. He's the guy. So night in, night out, he's the go-to guy for guys. So he did his job tonight. So I'm not surprised when he plays well. He's a great player.
What do you think about the ball movement early? I mean, obviously Dante, when he gets the ball, tends to stop it in his hands. What did you think about the way you guys were sharing the ball?
I thought the ball movement was great. I thought it was great. And it was great up until the point when Marcus went out of the game with foul trouble. Marcus, Arizona State game, we ran our offense through Marcus. And so if he goes out of the game, it becomes a little bit tougher for us to score.
Coach, speaking of Marcus, you guys were up 9 when he went out. They go on a 20-4 run. Did you guys ever give some thought to letting him play after that second foul?
Yeah, I thought about it, but I figured it would go down to the wire, and so I really feel like he has a tendency. I've done that before, and he's gone out and got the third. Now in the second half, it really puts us at a disadvantage with him only having 2 fouls to burn. And so I felt like I needed him more in the second half than I needed him in the first half, and so I didn't want to risk it.
So there could be times later in the season that he might get to play through that second foul, depending on circumstances.
What it depends on is this. If we're playing a team and we're playing zone, then I feel more comfortable putting him out there and risking him picking up a third. This is a game that I knew I wanted to play man, and I knew that they would go at him. They would go at him in ball screens, they would go at him in post-ups. And so because it's a game that we decided to play man, I knew that I didn't want to roll the dice with him picking up the third.
Oddly enough, when Welsh got hurt, they went to kind of a quicker, faster lineup. It seemed like it almost benefited you guys when he got hurt. Did you sense anything like that when he went down?
They're a deep team. They got guys that come off the bench and help them. And so when he went out, I didn't really feel like it made much of a difference, as one less shot blocker, I guess, at the rim. But, for us, the biggest problem was when Marcus went out.
Darius struggled tonight. It's one of those things, or did you see something they were doing?
He didn't shoot the ball well, but I felt like he did a good job running our team. I didn't feel like he played. I was happy with the way Darius played tonight. He didn't hit shots. He took the shots that he was supposed to take. He didn't force the issue. I thought he did a good job on defense. And I was happy with the way Darius played today. He just didn't hit shots.
How would you characterize his comfort level right now playing the point?
Very comfortable. I feel like in the last 2 games, he's done a good job running the team.
He didn't have many turnovers, but there were a good chunk of them that were unforced errors.
Yeah.
Throwing the ball out of bounds. At this point in the year, would you expect the young guys not to make those types? Because it was like 2 more to show.
I would hope for them not to. But I'm not. They're young. They're playing in an environment like this for the first time. I would hope that they wouldn't make those mistakes, but I'm not. I can't say I'm not surprised.
A little over a year ago, Justice didn't even have an offer from Cal, and he's turned into a guy that you really depended on over the course of the faculty season. When you guys were recruiting, did you have any illusions that he would be this big of a piece for you?
He's ahead of schedule. That's the best way for me to sum all that up. Is that he's ahead of schedule. He's playing at a very high level. He's playing with a ton of confidence. He looks like a veteran out there. So he's ahead of schedule.
Coach, speaking of Justice, a couple weeks ago up in Washington, he had a great game on a Thursday night, and then a couple nights later struggled against Washington State. Is there anything as a coach you can do to try to make sure he has a back-to-back good, solid games?
It's at the end of the day, he has to play the game. And he's a confident young man, so it's not me or my staff giving him more confidence. No one played well against Washington State. And so, I wouldn't put that necessarily just on him. Nobody had a good game against Washington State. And so, maybe that had a little bit to do with a late game at Washington travel. And then we turn around and play on Saturday. But, I'm happy with Justice's performance. I'm happy with his output. He's playing well.
You got to be proud of the progress between a month ago at Haas against these guys and today, correct?
Absolutely, yeah. I just felt like we're more locked in defensively. we knew not to press them because it just opens up opportunities for their bigs to shoot the ball. So we just wanted to make them work.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Turn the world's most refreshing beer into courtside cheers. Get the Coors Light XP out.